What's up guys, it's Maxwell back with another war recap video. Okay, so in a random war we were matching PwC, as you can see, came away with a loss 108 and 109, but unfortunately this was not an even breakdown, so I wrote it down right here. We had, I'm gonna call it 5 real Town Hall 11s, because Corny right here, we're gonna check his profile actually. Just to clear this up, because there was a lot of talk about this. So he's a fresh Town Hall 11. He pretty much only has the Warden on level 13, and as you can see, none of his troops upgraded. So we had 5 plus 1 Town Hall 11s. They had 7 real Town Hall 11s, and then yeah, both sides had 15 Town Hall 10s, and we had 19 Town Hall 9s. They had 18 Town Hall 9s, because obviously they had one more Town Hall 11. And they also had a 14k weight advantage on Town Hall 10 level. So without further ado, let's get into our best attacks and see what we are going to be able to watch. So we're going to start things off with Tony right here on number 39. Coming in with a Queen Walk, and then we have 2 Golems, 10 Hawks, and a Valkyrie. So going to be interesting to see how he's going to use that stuff. Tony coming away with a 6-pack this war as well, so very nicely done to him. Yeah, for this war I'm actually going to talk about the results a little bit in the beginning. We are going to have 7 attacks to look at today. While we watch a couple of these Town Hall 9s over here. So as you guys probably already noticed, very big disadvantage for us. Unfortunately, not gonna complain, but it was pretty much a foregone conclusion, this war. Still we went out there and tried to do our best, but against such a good clan like PwC, it's definitely very tough, to impossible to win with such a disadvantage. So the loss was expected, gotta say it, but still we gave it our best shot, and yeah, had a relatively solid performance, I would say. Town Hall 9s did relatively well. We had a couple of scouts against, I think, 1 10 versus 9 dip on their side. Town Hall 10s struggled a little bit this war, gotta admit it. Not the best 10v11 performance. Had some really awesome performance the last wars, but this war a little bit tough for the 10s. Also, we only had 1 10 versus 10, but PwC on the other side had 0 10 versus 10, so some pretty good bases on both sides, obviously. Yeah, so not many 10 versus 10s. And then our Town Hall 11s actually did really well this war. So we had, as I already said, 5 real Town Hall 11s with upgraded troops, with the Warden level 20, all that good stuff. Those 5 Town Hall 10s actually went 9 out of 10 for dips, so very good. And the fail was 99% fail, so really unlucky over there. We had a Lava Hound ruining the rate last moment while all the defenses were down. And they went 10 out of 13 for dips. They actually went 11 versus 11 with one of their dips, with one of their 11 hits. So yeah, that's sort of the summary of the war already. And then we lost by 1 star, so it was pretty solid. We were definitely happy with our performance. I'm going to get to that towards the end again as well. Going to show you guys a couple of nice screenshots right when the war ended. So that was pretty cool. But anyways, we were happy to match PwC. We are really yeah, glad we matched you guys. Definitely a fun one. I know there was people debating whenever we searched for the war, if we would find a nice matchup or not, and then we were obviously surprised to match such a great opponent, because PwC is probably one of the best, if not the best clan in the world right now. Definitely up there in the top 5, in my opinion at least. So yeah, very good opponent, and always happy to match good opponents, because good opponents obviously make you better. While Tony wraps up this one right here, as I said, 6 packs, so shout out to him. So yeah, definitely cool to war PwC. Had never done that before, so definitely something new, and love the challenge. Nice preparation for the invite. CW invite, which is of course coming up in a couple of weeks. So right here we have Tamo coming in with his TJack account, starting the funnel with a nice couple of loons to get that mortar out of the way, just to have a little bit straighter targeting with the golem over there. Test Wallbreaker gets that bomb triggered, and then the wall is cracked open. There goes Queen, there goes King, there go the bowler. So very nice funnel right here by Tamo, as we are used to. The bowler's actually threatening to walk, and a couple of those guys are actually walking. Builder hut goes down, and then the queen aggroes the troops though, and they are gonna swing back in. Only one bowler ends up walking, so that was fortunate over there. We have the rage spell, which already went down. A couple of those bowlers already are dead, unfortunately. He has 1 heal spell, 3 haste spells left for his Laloon. Quite a heavy Laloon in this case, so he's gonna attempt to kill the main part of this base with his Laloon. Tamo, a very good Laloon attacker, so yeah, definitely looking strong. Queen had to use her ability now, but now she's not being targeted, so she's good to go and put out some more damage inside the middle of this base. And she's actually going to grab that last air defense as well, which is nice, because that will then, of course, not be able to hurt his Laloon. The heal spell was very good over there as well, because it went down right on that Tesla farm and Wizard Tower farm over there. And yeah, that's going to be that. By the way, while I look up on the screen all the time for checking my recording with the air server, I just got myself a capture card, or I ordered a capture card, so that should be here in a couple of days and should make quality a lot better as well. I'm really looking forward to that. It's gonna make it so much easier for me. I won't have to struggle as much, and I will definitely be able to bring you guys even more clear and better content, I hope. So yeah, nice job right here by Tamo on number 35, and we are gonna, like, stuff like this glitchy air server stuff, that's gonna be all gone very soon, I hope. So up next we have Ninja Panda, who's actually one of our newest members. I guess that's Haris, if I'm not mistaken, coming in right here on number 34 and bringing a stoned hobo, a shattered hobo actually. Only 2 golems in this one. With these lengthy bases, we kind of see different approaches. Some guys like to hit them from the wide side, some guys like to hit them from the small side, and he in this case decided to go from the tiny side. So a bunch of wizards are then always doing the funneling when you come from the smaller side. And in this case, that's what he did as well. Got that gold storage out of the way right there with the wizards, which was pretty much the most important building to go down over here to make his troops move in towards the core. Actually had 3 golems, so I kind of missed one, so I guess it is a stoned hobo then. Baby CC is going to come out right to the poison spell. The bowlers are going to be bowling over those Valkyries, and Queen is going to be able to take out the baby dragon as well. Couple of hawks coming in already while those defense are distracted. Why not put out some more damage over there? There goes heal spells, so all the spells except the poison spell. The second poison spell have been used at this point, so second poison spell is probably going to come in handy with the skelly traps towards the end of this base, but we're going to have to find out. King using his ability, the 30-30 heroes are certainly doing work inside the core. Queen can pretty much reach all the defensive buildings except those cannons around the backside, which the hawks are going to be having to take out. Not much space for spring traps near the end of this base, so that certainly makes for a nice possibility to hawk the backside of this base whenever there's many spring trap locations. I now learned that, guys. I've never been a Town Hall 9 expert. Whenever I joined the competitive war scene, tough word, I was a Town Hall 11 already, so I have to learn a lot of stuff, because my Town Hall 9 and Town Hall 10 are soon going to be matchup ready as well, and then probably messing up a couple of wars for DLC. So yeah, in order to keep those fails as small as possible, I'm now learning a lot of stuff from all Town Hall 9s and Town Hall 10s as well. And a couple of days ago I picked a base where I said, well, you could hawk this back end of the base very good, but they told me there was too many spots for spring traps, so that's why we ended up not hogging it. And yeah, but in this case, no spring trap spots around the backside, so that's why Haris decided to hog it, and it worked out nicely. So great job to him. Really glad to have him on board now. Definitely going to help us out quite a bit, I think. That's my personal opinion. We're gonna find out on that fairly soon, of course. And yeah, then we have Oscar, aka Heisenberg, coming in right here with a Queen Charge Lalo, so 3 rage, 3 haste, standard spell composition that we see, but this was definitely a very nice attack. It was a fresh hit as well, and maybe we are gonna see a little bit of swag towards the end of this attack also, so definitely look out for that. Couple of wizards starting the funneling. The trash buildings are spaced out really far over here, so That's definitely something to look out for. Air defense goes down right as it is going down. He places the healers and is gonna need the rage spell right away. Very close on the queen over there, so definitely nerves of steel. Queen's gonna take out enemy queen with 2-point defenses onto her. Clan Castle has been coming out at this point. Poison Spell is going to catch the witch, which is of course very important. Catch the witch is important. That's a sentence as well. There goes Queen ability, and now the Queen is going to walk away from the Archer Tower and be able to be broken into that wall over there. The King is funneling for Queen, so that's nice. Queen taking out the Clan Castle at this point. The Archer Tower has actually been targeting a couple of healers, but the Queen was able to pull them away from the Archer Tower, which is of course good. A second layer of wall has been broken at this point. Definitely no mod wall breaker allegation in this case, because yeah, that wall was relatively easy to break with the nice funnel that he was able to create. Queen now close to the core, taking out some real value buildings. There comes the Lava Hound with the Loons Max Lava Hound from the Clan Castle and a level 2-1 as well. Level 2 Lava Hound's gonna float out in front and get himself killed, which is of course a-okay because the max level Lava Hound is still doing some nice tanking over there. All the air skellies are out now. Of course, we're seeing a lot of air skellies nowadays, but the max level Lava Hound is going to pop soon and then hopefully be able to take out all those pesky air skelly traps. Couple of backend loons are unfortunately going to catch a red bomb, but the base is toast at this point. Take a look, guys. I didn't promise too much. Swag rage spell in the back, which he's not going to have to use. And yeah, that's going to be that. So Oscar definitely wasn't lying whenever he told me this was probably a nice attack to watch. So great job to you, buddy. Well done. Also did some nice work on the 10 versus 11 front, so shout out to him and to Mario aka Cavada this war for doing the main work on the Town Hall 11 hits. So up next we're gonna work number 11 right here, where we have ASAP Fabi coming in right here for the 10 versus 10, or only 10 versus 10 we had, and actually the only 10 versus 10 in this war. So yeah, definitely props to him as well for getting that. Haste spells and the Loon don't see that too often, but in this case he just decided that this was very valuable for his funneling. Gonna be suiciding the Queen because of, for sure, it's gonna be a Lava Hound in a Clan Castle. I definitely see that a lot in Town Hall 10 bases right now, because that's the most annoying defense, or the best defense against 10 versus 10 attempts. Queen is actually going to be able to get an Inferno right here on this naked Queen charge, so that's very cool to see that. And then his Golem Bowler Kill Squad. Yeah, I actually remember watching this one live. His Golem Bowler Kill Squad is going to be able to take out 2 more air defenses. So, yeah, very, very nice value over here. Lava Hound is coming out, but the Queen is dead at this point. So, that's good. That's what you want. Lava Hound going to be focusing on giant / bowlers. And, yeah, that goes Poison Spell for the Loon to take it out. Loon is not going to be able to get any damage onto his troops. Jump Spell has been deployed. And the jump spell is allowing access, of course, to those 2 air defenses, the air sweepers, all that good stuff, and get some mad work done inside the middle of this base. Lalo pathing is already also looking very, very good for this base. So really beautiful attack to watch right here, and gotta say, an attack like this deserves a 3-star. I think this was the 2nd or 3rd cleanup attack on this base. So we did it like we usually do inside of DLZ, with just picking a base for 10v10 and then hitting it over again until the base is dead. And that just seems to work out for us very well. So, yeah, 1 Wizard Tower left to worry about, but a heal spell left in the bag for that. So that's beautiful to have that very late in the raid. There goes the haste for the last Wizzy Tower, and that's going to be that. Lava Hound floating around the middle of the base. Not gonna threaten to pop because we have only got a couple of minions on that Lava Hound, so that's nice. And then a bunch of balloons wrapping this one up with the help of an unpopped level 3 Lava Hound. So that's that. Nice triple right here by Fabi, and then we're gonna check out 2 more attacks of this war. All the other triples on Town Hall 10s were dips in the meantime. And we actually had I said we struggled a bit with 10 versus 11 this war. That's true, but we still ended up having a couple of pretty good ones. So PwC obviously with some very nice bases, as you would expect. But in this case, Mario, aka Acqui, aka the battery, able to take this base down. So a little bit of a slow start over here. So we are gonna speed through the beginning because I don't want to bore you guys to death with a single archer and a bowler, but I can assure that the attack is gonna get a little quicker very soon. So also want to offer a huge shout out to our base builders, because as I said, didn't get a 10 versus 10 from PwC, or didn't get 10 versus 10 in such a heavy war. So 15 total 10s on their side, and they didn't get a single 10 versus 10 against us. So definitely some very good bases. Obviously they have good bases as well. I mean, we only got one turn 10 versus 10 as well, but definitely something to be a little bit proud of. I know it's a midweek war, we all know that, guys, so don't kill me in the comment section or whatever, but still I don't think they are used to not having a 10 versus 10 at all, even if it's a midweek with 15 total 10s. So that's definitely something that we were a little bit happy about and a little bit proud of as well. And I think you can be whenever you hold such a good clan to 0 10 versus 10s. That's definitely something cool. Alright, so this attack wrapping up at over 60%, very, very nicely done over here. And the healers switching to the kill squad in this case actually was what made this attack so extra long, extra valuable, and 68%. That's an awesome percentage. And we're gonna check out the attack on number 1 by Daniel, so shout out to him as well. Getting it done with his Town Hall 10 over here. On number 1, Super Watts. So interesting name over there. We're gonna start off with a haste spell and 3 loons to get that arch tower out of the way over there, which is going to be needed for funneling and percentage. The bowler is then going to be able to 1v1 that mortar over there, actually 1v2 I guess, because it's taking out the elixir collector as well. There goes the golem, there goes queen in behind to take out the next buildings for funneling, and the goal obviously is to create a path towards town hall. That's a tough thing on these bases, and that's what you're going to have to focus on. Outside rage spell, we're seeing more and more of that. With these bases, with a lot of trash towards the outside, which is of course meant to make the funneling tough for you. We'll see a lot of outside rage spells actually use the king ability right away over there. I don't know if that was intentional, but I am assuming it was not. Free spell was pretty nice on that front over there. The heal spell was able to negotiate a giant bomb, and take a look at that, guys. How many bowlers were able to go towards the core? I think that must be about 10 to 12 to maybe 13 bowlers in the core, so definitely a disgusting amount of bowlers inside the core. A couple of troops still left to snipe percentage, but it's not going to be necessary because yeah, he still or he already has the 2-star. Obviously this one also over 60%, so I thought it would be nice showing it to you guys because he absolutely crushed it, and he deserves the props for this attack. So yeah, with that we're heading back to the war map, and I think I already talked about the stats pretty much. So our town 11s were good, the 9s were good, the 10s were sort of struggling. On PwC's side, their statement right after the war was that they were not happy with their performance, which you can understand because their dips weren't so on point, I think, and they didn't get a 10v10, so that's always not a nice thing. So we 2-starred all their 11s, obviously missed out on one of their 10s, 2, 3, 4, 5 of their town hall 10s, but obviously it is tough to 3-star 15 town hall 10s if you have so many in a war. On our side of the map, Stevo once again stood until the very last second, then he got a 53%, so very cool base by Stevo. So yeah, they 2-starred all our 11s and then 3-starred all the 10s but 3, but 4, 5, but 5, yeah, all the 10s but 5, so both sides with 5 10s left standing, but obviously they had one more 11, and that was the star that we were missing. Also the let on percentage, so percentage would have also gone in their favor had we tied the score. So yeah, mismatch a little bit tough to overcome, but it's all good. We are not unhappy with our performance. Actually, we are pretty happy with our performance. I'm gonna have a couple of screenshots to throw on the screen for you guys towards the end of this recap. just to show you what went down in the clan right after the war ended, because it was actually pretty funny and pretty nice. So we are gonna peace out with that today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until next one, I will see you all later.